What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I want to break down what's going on with Tesla, SPY, Nvda, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm break down what's happening with the overall market thus far, how things are looking in my opinion, what data is coming out, how the charts are looking overall. But before I break into all this information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. I'm personally not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo, the link down below, and deposit $100 into the account, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. Put in $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 free stocks, and the offer is very soon in just 3 days. So for SPY, as you guys can see, we have a bit of an uptrend right here. We got this big bar to the upside. And we've been slowly on a bit of an uptrend, but now I would say for the last few hours, SPY has been very choppy, very range bound. So it's still, kind of flat. It's not really doing a whole lot, at least for the last few hours, but the overall trend is still to the upside so far. So the question is, what's going to happen moving forward? Let me just call this out. We had some data come out. The manufacturing numbers are a little bit weaker than expected, and now we have the bill auctions coming out at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in about 25 minutes. Besides that, there's not really any other major pieces of data for the rest of the day. And don't forget, today is the last trading day of the week as the market's going to be closed for Good Friday. Now, let me add that when it comes to the way the market's moving, okay, for today, we still have a little bit over 500,000 calls expiring. We have over 2.2 million puts expiring. We have a max pain of 518 with a 4.55 put to call ratio. We'll see what this causes at the very last hour. So the market's kind of choppy, very sideways for now, but I'm going to give it some time and then wait for power hour, wait for the final hour of the day, see what the market makers try to pull. Anyways, what are the charts suggesting? So SPY is on a bit of an uptrend. It does have some upside potential, but for the last few hours, it's been very range bound, very sideways, so not much is going on. It may remain very sideways as we have resistance at 523.5. That's where our resistance happens to be. And we have support at 523 flat. Otherwise, it's just back and forth, back and forth. Price action not really doing a whole lot. There's a slight uptrend right here, so it could actually slowly inch higher, but we have to try to hold above 523.5. We have to wait and see if SPY can do this. Otherwise, it's still going to be stuck. For Tesla, we have resistance at 177.5. We've gone a little higher and came back down. And we have support currently around 170, 177, also 17, was this 175.9, which is where our 200 EMA happens to be. So Tesla's been going back and forth, kind of stuck between different levels, not really doing a whole lot. So we'll have to see if anything changes with Tesla moving forward. If we can try to break past our 50 EMA or that 177.6 resistance. I could attempt to push a little higher as algos are buying it a little bit, but it's not really that insane. It's not really that fun to trade a stock like this because on a day like this, we're very choppy if you're trying to trade like very short term. So I'd be very careful and try to scalp. The market pushing up could help it a little bit, but it's not that extreme and it's very slow. Nvidia is showing some life. I told you guys we had this range. 892 is our support. 908 is going to be our resistance. We're currently actually approaching that 908 area, so we're getting very close to that resistance. If we do break this, we could see this try to push a little higher and try to make its way up towards 917 later on. But it's very slow, maybe a very slow move to the upside. Nvidia is kind of flat for the most part, so we'll have to see if we could try to push even more. And then for the QQQ, which is being impacted by Nvidia, very flat price action. 444 is going to be our support. There's also some support at 444.7. We have resistance around 445.5. Back and forth price action. Now, let me also note that there's a bit of a downtrend right here on the QQQ that has been established. We're attempting to break out of this downtrend. We're attempting to hold above this trend line. So if we do hold above this, we're going to be in a very good place. And otherwise, the market's kind of flat right now, kind of stuck. So it's been back and forth price action. So I'm going to be very patient and give this as much time as it needs. For Aapl is showing weakness. I told you all that if Aapl broke 173 to 200 EMA, it had potential to push. Because we failed to do so, we're kind of coming back down. So now we're looking kind of weak. I told you if we lost 172.5, turn a bit more bearish. That is what ended up happening. Even my video from yesterday, we have this imbalance. It's trying to fill around 170.8. And if we continue to lose that, 170 could be coming next. We're looking a bit more bearish overall, so just be very careful. Anyways, that's it for basically the main 5. Let me just go over a couple more. Supermicro, it's trying to break out of this channel, but we have resistance at 1020. And if we continue to sink, watch support around 1000 flat, which is where this trend line happens to be. Very flat price action, not the best to trade. SoFi, kind of flat as well, testing 7.5 is resistance, 7.4 is support. Been going back and forth for most of the day. Coinbase, same thing. It's actually showing some strength, trying to break above our 50 EMA. If we hold above 265, look for a push all the way back up to about 272. If we lose 265, a bigger drop is coming. So as of right now, I see potential in it. For Amazon, we're looking pretty decent right now. There's a nice kind of a cup-like structure. Watch resistance around 181. Watch support at 180 flats. That's like 179.96, basically 180, guys. The 20 EMA. It's kind of funny. But anyways, it's basically 180 and 181 is resistance. It's just stuck right now, trading sideways for the past 3-4 hours. Not much is going on with it. Meta has been coming down. It was attempting to break out of this wedge. It's coming back down. Now it's just testing the wedge. And now we're just stuck between 489 and 490. Been going back and forth for almost 2.5 hours. Not much is going on with Meta, so that's all I'm seeing on the charts for now. So not the best of days for like really, really nice scalps so far from what I'm seeing, especially on SPY. We're on a slight uptrend, but like I said before, make sure you watch support at 523. And we're not really breaking past 523.5 yet. We're just kind of range bound for now. So the best thing I can tell you is just be patient, give the market the time it needs. I'm going to be waiting a couple of hours before I come back and then make another video. So we'll see how things develop after a few hours. Give the market the time it needs to just know that there are important levels to watch for, which I just called out. So take care, guys. I'll see you guys in just a couple of hours. Do what you have to do, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for listening, and peace out.